as promised, I've come back today. It's a bit late actually, and I just want to show you. I've just made a terrible mess actually. Found some red paint, squeezed some out. It's all over the place. Made a right mess. It's all over there. It's on my tissues all over there. But luckily I found some blue. So I wanted some blue and some red. Let's hope it doesn't make a splodgy noise like it did yesterday. So I'm already in quite a mess, as you can see. Anyway, let's get on with this. This is funny. So if you remember, yesterday I started this picture. I just really wanted to get some paint on paper, so I grabbed my sketchbook, little plate of lemons, if you remember, the lemons with big nipples. So I've done those. It's not a finished painting, it was just purely an exercise. Just literally to put some paint on paper. And if you remember, I only had 2 yellows, 1 white and a dark brown. That's all the colours I had yesterday. But now I found a red and a blue, magenta, and it's a cyan. It's just a primary. They're just pretty cheap acrylics, to be honest, these paints, but they're ideal for sketchbook work. So I've got those 2 paints now, and this was my palette, this old piece of packaging that I used. I just thought I'm going to start using up bits of paper for my palettes, etc. It's pointless spending a lot of money when you can really just use bits of paper. It's quite thick packaging paper. It's nice brown paper. In fact, it's quite nice to paint on. The only thing is it's quite crumpled at the moment. So I'm just going to rip the edges. I like torn edges. That goes back from my college uni days. We always used to rip round the edges. They thought it was a bit more arty. So there it is. So I don't know if you can see anything from this, if you can see any images or something might come to your mind. But whilst I was looking at it just now, it reminded me of, I don't know why, flowers. Probably because I've been watching the Chelsea Flowers show. So maybe that's got something to do with it. So I just thought I'll put some colour in, see if I can make some flowers. So I'm just going to do that and put some, I'm just going to start with the magenta and just paint some quite loose flower petals. Don't know if this is going to work, but let's just have a go. And as I say, I did promise you I was going to come back and do something today. And I don't like to break promises. I'm just literally going to do a few little petal-like leaves. I do need a bit more yellow, so I'm going to just splodge it on this piece of paper. It's the other side of this packaging, so I can use that as the palette. And I'm going to mix some yellow and the blue up. So I want some green. So I'm just going to put some more leaves in here. See what happens. I'm literally making this up as I go along. It's going to be quite loosely done. I just want to show you that some things actually quite work if you just loosen up a little bit. Just have a go. I'm literally just dabbing a bit of yellow on. There's some blue actually on that brush, so it's mixing up together quite nicely. I'm just trying to put in a leaf shape. Just see if it works really. You never know, it might work quite well. I always like to do flowers. If I'm sat in the garden, I often do little flower studies. And I just think they're always quite sweet things to practice. And they're always there in the garden. You know, it's quite a nice thing to do. So just going to splodge a little bit more magenta into this. I'm going to add some more colour down here. Make some more petal. Actually, I think they're more like rose petals than anything. So I just put in a few. Kind of looks like a rose. Sort of. Do you know, little things like this sometimes work better than if you're actually really studying something and trying to get every little detail in. Sometimes little open, loose paintings often work better than a detailed, studied flower. But like I say, this is just I literally wanted to show you that from that little piece of paper with the paint that was already on it, which actually had formed a nice underpainting anyway, I thought I would just continue and try and get something from it. And I think something's working here. I'm not sure if you think the same, but I'm just going to dot a few bits in the middle of that, just to show a centre. One there. I quite like little dots here and there anyway. I'm just going to put a few little dots around, just randomly. Maybe some yellow as well. A little bit of yellow. I think that actually works. It's really nothing to write home about, but it's a nice little sketch that I can put in my sketchbook. Hope you like it. I actually don't like that dark brown there, and that was from yesterday's painting. Well, not painting, it was actually there from the palette, because I use this as the palette, and I put splodges of brown, burnt umber. I think it was burnt umber there. So I'm just going to make a little bit more of that, just to take that away. So as I say, I'm not quite happy with that. So there, that looks a better colour, I think. So there's my little painting. It's quite spontaneous. I hope you like it. And come back tomorrow. I hope I can find time tomorrow. I've got rather a busy day tomorrow, but if I can, I'll try and do something in my sketchbook again for you to see. Hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is totally free, but it does inform you. It'll tell you if I've got another video out, so it'll keep you up to date with everything. Thank you for watching.